Hello, everyone. How are you all? So, I welcome you all in another webinar for which we all are here. And today we are going to talk about the topic I think which most of us are concerned about and we get bothered about, that how to discuss a research topic and all. So very good morning, very good evening, very good afternoon, since we all are in different parts of the world. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. So let us wait, since all of us, let's us join. Namaste, everyone. Namaste, very namaste, everyone. Hello. So I can see a couple of known names. I would not say faces. I would say no, a couple of known names are here, and the ones who are already attended the previous webinars. Namaste, Namaste Hajara, Namaste. It's very nice to see people saying Namaste. So can I please request everyone to join fast? Yeah, so that if we stick to time, so that we have a good amount of time for the discussion, for the questions to be taken, and we are not running. Okay. Hello, everyone. Very nice to see you all. So let me formally welcome all of you for today's webinar. And today's webinar is all about wherein we will be talking about formulating title and how to finalize the background of the study. Okay, let's move on. See, before I take you to the main body of our webinar, let me just brief you about the company profile, or about us, the consulting firm which we are. Let me just say hello, everyone. Okay. So basically, when we talk about us, that is research graduate. So we're based in India, and we deal in every sort of research query which you have. You are stuck with topic selection, proposal writing, you're stuck with any sort of paper writing, any sort of statistical analysis, proofreading, editing, any sort of improvement in your work, existing work, you want to start a fresh work, any kind of services which you want to have, research graduate is there to help you. So when we talk about the student base, the customer base which we have, so we have queries coming in from all over the world, and we are serving scholars located in the different part of the world as well. Like we have in the current webinar also, we have students who are attending, scholars who are attending this webinar from different parts of the world. Now, if I say about my introduction, myself, Dr. Renu Mishra, and I am at present located in Dubai. I am a researcher, a management educationist, and I primarily expertise in HR and its related modules, basic modules of management and research methodology. I'm looking for DBA, that is Doctoral of Business Administration. MBA is level 7, level 6, level 8 courses here in Dubai. And I'm also associated with a couple of assignments in India. I look forward for a couple of journal reviewer board as well. Now, this was about my and research graduate introduction. So if you have any query, if you have any uh, what do you say, confusion about, you are stuck at particular point, you are not able to move ahead, please feel free to contact research graduate. All right, so moving ahead, these are the details with which you can contact us: the email ID, you can reach us out, the WhatsApp number, and you can browse us through the given website as well. All right. Okay. Before I take you to the main webinar, there are a couple of information which I think which is there on the slide also, that the webinar would be around 90 minutes or so, I mean more or less like that, and then we moving on to the question and answers. Okay, when it comes to screen visibility, okay, please make sure, like Mr. Kumar is saying that it's blur screen, please make sure that the video quality of your YouTube is enhanced. All right, so in any which ways you'll be getting this recording in your uh, uh, registered email ID with which you must have registered with. So don't worry about the recording if you missed any part. You'll also be getting the slides which I'll be teaching with, and you'll also be getting the certificates for the webinar. So just in case anybody is having any issue with the screen visibility, please make sure that the video quality is enhanced. All right. Okay. So this is what I discussed about. So please, you can increase the video quality to 720p so that you can have a better experience of the video quality. All right, thank you so much. So it's time for us to begin the session, begin the webinar. Okay. See, the first question for being a researcher, which you or many researchers think about or they go through a state of confusion, which I say, is how to select a topic. Or let me put it like this way, what to work on, what should be the area on which I should work on, irrespective you are doing your MBA or you're doing your masters, you're doing your PhDs, you're doing your any other graduate or postgraduate courses also. The main aspect which you get confused at is the topic on which I should work on, the topic I should be working on. So the main confusion starts with the fact that which area I should choose. All right. Now, very easy tip apart from the one which I have listed on the screen is, please make sure that whatever topic you choose, it should be of your interest. Okay, I'll be clearing out the air of difference between topic and title also. First, let me help you how to select a topic. You should choose a research topic which is of your interest, firstly. Second thing, if you are a working professional, then goes without saying, please make sure that whatever field of expertise you work in, whatever professional expertise you have, make sure that your area of research topic is of that field only. Okay, not only, I should, saying only would not be a justified word, but preferably that field should have that area of topic. Okay, now first let me clear out the air of difference between topic and title. Topic is a wider domain out of which you decide your title from. Okay, topic is that area on which you would like to pursue your study. For instance, somebody would like to study about consumer behavior. Somebody would like to talk about psychological aspects of new mothers. Somebody would like to talk about teachers' depression. Somebody would like to talk about wealth management. So these are the broader aspects. Hence, we understand them as topic. Now, when I say what is title, title is that name, that identity which we give to our study. Title is that aspect by which our study get characterized. Okay, that particular name which we give to our study. Like, I want to study something in women leadership. That's a topic I chose, women leadership. Now, my topic is women leadership, But my title would be, it can't be women leadership because it's too broad. So title is more specific. So it can be influence of women leadership in employee motivation or on employee motivation, factors impacting great women leaders in organizational setup. So when you move more closely in a topic, or when you specify particular factors and particular variables to be studied in a topic, that means you are moving ahead towards the title. So title and topic, they have the major difference on the basis of their coverage of the domain. Topic is a wider domain, and title is that characterizing name which you give to your study. Now the question comes that how do you select a research topic? First is why, then who, then what, where, when. Basically, these 5 W's helps you to finalize your topic. Primarily, the ones who are doing PhDs here, for them, these 5 W's are very important. Like, we need to be very clear that if we are choosing this topic, why we are doing this topic, why we are choosing this topic. So many a times what happened, as like said, that it should be of your interest. But when you are doing a PhD, the topic should be of your research supervisor's interest as well, right? So why you are doing a topic, why you're choosing a topic, what particular aspect of that topic gathered your attention so as you can pursue it. Okay, then who are the information providers on this topic? Basically, like, after choosing that topic, whom will you serve this information to? Who will be affected by this? Then what are the major questions you would like to answer? Then where this topic is important, national level, international level, or regional level. And then when your topic is important now or tomorrow. So basically, whenever you select a research topic, especially for those who are in a process of selecting a research topic, please, if you can finalize according to these 5 W's, I'm sure, let me assure you, you know, you will never feel that I have chosen a wrong topic, or what am I going to do in it. No. Before these 5 W's, that's very important that your interest, your field expertise should be intact in that topic. However, after that has been sorted, after that has been done, these 5 W's can be pursued with. Okay, so we are done with the differentiation between research topic and research title. How to select a research topic, that's also is done. Now, selecting a research title. Now, research title is more specified aspect of our study, which we derived from the topic. It is supposed to be creative. I mean, it should be different from others. It should look like that what others does not have. That's what my topic is. See, very mundane, very routine topic, impact of so and so, comparative analysis between. See, these are very, what do you say that? Very, very routine and very casual topics. No creativity. Make sure, casual title. Make sure when you formulate your title, when you write down your title is creative, your title is interesting, not too broad, not too narrow, not too lengthy, not too short. Okay. Plus, most importantly, what all are the keywords of your studies are that should be reflected in your title. Now, what are keywords? Keywords are basically those words which reflects the theme of your study. Okay, what kind of study you have conducted, what is the nature of the study you have conducted, all that. Like if I'm doing women leadership influence on employee motivation, so one of my keyword is women leadership, okay. Then second is employee motivation. So the point is that whatever title I am choosing, I need to make sure that my title has the enough or the right kind, right numbers of title, of keywords, okay. So this keyword reflection is very important. Now these keywords can be, or generally they are more than 4 5. Now all the keywords cannot have their space in the title, else it will be too lengthy, right? So make sure the relevant one make their space, okay. All right. So when you are selecting a research title, how you can do that, what all aspects you should actually follow. Make sure that it is creative, make sure it is captivating. Like, if you are publishing a research paper, if you're publishing a thesis, why others should read it. If you have a catchy title, if you have a very different title, people would like to read about it, right? So please pay very good attention when you are formulating your title. We will be having an example, like how we can write a research title. Let's begin with it. Now, first question comes, answer some basic questions about your paper or about your research. Okay, like what are the basic questions about your research. Now, when you talk about the title, basically the title can be finalized once your paper is written. In case of PhD thesis, many universities they ask for the synopsis. At that time they freeze the title, right? In that case also, when you are writing your synopsis, you have the major idea of how to pursue the study, so you know how you are going to go about with the study. So title for freezing can be done, title formulation can be done. So the first question is, answer some basic questions about your paper. Now you, when are you formulating and writing about your research title, you should be very clear about certain questions about the paper you are going to work on, the thesis which you are going to work on. For instance, I've taken an example. What is my paper about? Basically, I've taken an example of studying the impact of segmentation of customer lifestyle on their purchase behavior in Delhi NCR. Okay. Now, I want to understand that how the segmentation of customer lifestyle impacts their purchase behavior. So, if they have segmented into different section, and they have different lifestyles, so how that difference in the lifestyle actually impacts their purchase behavior. So somebody is from different section, somebody is having different lifestyle, somebody is having different lifestyle, so how that difference in the lifestyle actually impacts their purchase behavior. Okay, and the region chosen is Delhi NCR. Okay. Now, I chose to have interviews in that study. Okay, I conducted interviews with people. The subject of my study was, I spoken to, let's say, 100 people who were registered in, who were staying into Delhi NCR and born between 1990 to 2010, so that they can be considered as generation Z. So basically, I am not only focusing on the entire section of the society, I'm just focusing on a particular section. So I'm focusing on a particular section and their lifestyle and their purchase behavior impact. Then, what were the results of my study? The positive correlation found between various aspects of consumer lifestyle impacting their buying behavior. So, what did I found that what all are the factors which are impacting the buying behavior? They have a very positive correlation between various aspect of lifestyle. So, there is a need to understand what are the various aspects of lifestyle and buying behavior. There is a positive relation. So till now, these are the basic questions which we have answered. Now, move to the second question, wherein you need to identify the keywords. Now, this is a very important question. Why? Because these keywords will take you towards the end of the journey. End of the journey means will take you towards the formulation of your study. Now, I have done nothing. It's just that I have just uh, marked the keywords in red. That's it. Nothing else. So, impact of segmentation, customer lifestyle, interviews. I have just marked the keywords in red and segregated them. So, in this box, what you can see is only the keywords, which I think represents the essence of my study. Okay? All right. Then comes write a long sentence with these keywords. Whatever keywords you have, few, more, whatever you have, please make a long sentence out of it. Now, when I say long sentence out of it, it is obviously by default expected that you will put in your own language, you will put in your own understanding into formulating that long statement. Like the keywords which we had for this example were impact of segmentation, definitely. Consumer behavior, for sure. Interviews, people, number of people, Delhi NCR, born between so and so year. Okay. And the result found were positive correlation. Now, these were the keywords identified. Now, nothing doing. It's just that putting these keywords into a meaningful solution, a meaningful statement. Okay. Now, when I say meaningful statement, that means putting in the English at the right stage, at the right place, wherein you can formulate a statement with the right kind of meaning. Okay. Now, here I'm just suggesting you all that once we are done with the webinar, please choose a topic or a title of your choice and make sure that you formulate a title on your own as well. Okay. So, with the help of the keywords identified, we just formulated one long session, one long research title statement. Okay. Now, however, what we see here is it is too long. It is too long. So, out of that, now we will create a working title. Now, which can be used for our publication, which can be used for our dissertation study. Okay. So, whatever unnecessary words you have in this, whatever unnecessary words you have, just delete it. Okay. Just keep some important information which you think that would make difference, or this which you think that would make significance to your study. Okay. Now, when we removed all the words out of this long title, we still remained with 38 words, which is again a lengthy title. So, what we did is we delete again the extra words and put these keywords at the beginning, at the end, and rest is our title. So, what you have to do is the main job in finalizing your title is to firstly to know the keywords very well. Very well. You need to know the keywords very well. When you put an alignment between all these keywords, then after having the use of language, that is English, you get to realize that what kind of working title it should look like, what kind of treatment we need to give to our title, like how much English or what kind of redundant words we need to remove, what kind of additional words. Here I'm not saying keywords, here I'm just saying English words, what kind of additional English words we need to put in into our title. Okay. So if you can see the example here, like by deleting all the extra words and by deleting all the phrases, extra phrases rather, I should say, that what we reached or what we eventually formulated was a working title. Okay, so which was assessing the impact of customer lifestyle segmentation on their purchase, a case study of Delhi NCR. Now if you can see, and I take you back to the first slide where we had those keywords identified. Now majority of the keywords are here in the title, sorry, here in the title, right? So please make sure that the identification of the keywords is very important. The right kind of keywords identification is very important. If you have if you think that I have too many keywords and I am still not able to formulate a title, that means the keywords which you have identified are not closely related to the nature of the study. Okay, all right. So there are a couple of the factors which you need to consider before taking a job of the research paper to be done. Now, firstly, your word limit should be 16 or less. I mean, the ideal one, I would say that 12 to 16 is a good word length. Okay, you can go for it. Don't use any short forms, any jargons, any abbreviations. Okay, don't use that. etc. Because why I'm telling you why this point has to be added is because today in the era of WhatsApp University, why I'm saying WhatsApp University, because majority of the typing, majority of the whatever we write, majority of the English which we write, it's on WhatsApp these days, and the slangs, the short forms which we use is often have started getting reflecting into our research writing as well. Okay, so this definitely becomes very important to share this point that no jargons and no abbreviations should be used. Then next is, please include the keywords. Is very very important, because see, let's understand why keywords are important. Keywords are important because these keywords will help the future researcher to identify your paper when they are doing literature review. Okay, like when you are doing literature review, you are finding somebody else's paper. Okay, with the help of these common words like consumer behavior or ethical leadership or ethical behavior. Okay, so in that case you are putting your keywords only, and with those keywords the relevant literature, the relevant paper is coming out. Similarly, in your paper also the keyword will play a very important role. Like when you will be publishing your research paper, you will be publishing your thesis, how other can access your work in order to read it, in order to review it. They will find your work by typing the keywords. Okay, so try to go for some keywords which are less complicated, and they are not short forms or abbreviations. Okay, now the last and the most important part is how to actually write this title. When you say, I mean, there are a lot of confusion, like how to write the research title. It should be running, it should be capital, it should be in what particular format. So basically when you talk about writing a research title, so please do not capitalize the words like the, and it, of, etc. Now when I say do not capitalize these are functional words, that means if the function word is coming in between the title, okay, that means women leadership of, so that of will be in running letters. Okay, then you can also keep a very simple way of that. You can keep the entire title in the running and just keep the first letters, first word, this capital letters. Okay, also I'll tell you, when we did this title, this was let me take you back. This was the main title, the one it is shows in black, and this was the one, it is showed in blue, it is the subtitle. Okay, not necessarily every study will have a subtitle, not necessarily that your title does not have a subtitle, so your study is, or your title is bad. No, we can't say that every study needs to have or every study cannot have. You may have, however, the subtitle helps the audience or the reviewer to be more specific about the study which you do. Okay, all right. Now let's have a look on the other aspect of our webinar, on the other objective of our webinar. Mr. John, I would request if you can do the, yeah, thank you so much. If you are suggesting, Mr. Michael, to upgrade the YouTube settings, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar. Thank you so much. So now we'll have a look on the background of the study. Now, see, whenever you choose a topic, so therein you choose a topic and you work on that topic. Before that, you progress with your own study, you will have to see what kind of work has been already done. Okay. So here we will take a 5 minutes break and then we will join once again. Okay. So, guys, we are back. All those who are having a difficulty in their screen, please upgrade your screen from YouTube settings. Okay. And even if the letters, if are they are not clear, please don't worry about it, because you will be getting the slides and the screen recordings eventually. So don't worry about it. Okay. Now, what we were talking about it, we were talking about background of the study. See, every study, every research, it has a introduction and we have to prepare our audience that how our study is going to be, what they can expect. That's a part of introduction. In that part, in majority of the study or in many study, you must have seen that various researches, they talk about introduction and background. Many, they do talk about both. In many, you must have seen that they do talk about only introduction, they don't have any separate subsection of background, right? In many, they have introduction separately, background separately. Okay, so basically background can be called as a part of introduction. However, there are some thin line of differences. Okay, what actually background of the study is? Background of the study basically briefs the reader about the happenings of the topic, like the name itself suggests, what has happened in that topic in the past. First thing. Okay, so you will give the glimpse of it. Now when I say what has happened in the past, I am not saying that please add entire literature on that. No, please don't do that. You'll have to tell the major foundings, or you'll have to tell the major researches. Okay, that is. Second, background also explains that what is the present scenario of the problem which you have chosen to study. Okay, the problem which you are taking in hand, what is the current situation of that problem? Like for example, somebody would like to see what is the influence of wealth management on the stock prices of organization. Okay, how wealth management or how managing the wealth of the organization can it influence the stock prices? I'm not saying positive or negative, I'm saying how it can influence. Okay, so basically, what is the role of wealth management in present time in the stock prices of the organization? Talk about that, take some examples. That all will come into your background of study. Okay, also in the background of the study, you will familiarize the research reader about your topic. Okay, about, you'll prepare him what is the context of your problem, what has happened in the past related to the problem, what is going on in the present in relation to that topic which you have taken. Okay, so that is basically the background. Now you will also see that there are couple of repetition from the literature review, which is another portion of the research. But in background of the study, you will give a glimpse of everything when it comes to past study, not a detailed one. Okay, why this topic is important? You will also take help of previous researchers. Okay, so background of the study mainly expects or elaborate about what has happened in the past, what is going on in the present. Okay, and for all this you need to take care of the what do you call as the what do you say, the help of your previous researches. Okay, you need to include the previous researches, what has happened in the past, not as much as detailed like in the literature review, not like that, but yes, you need to highlight the major ones. Okay, all right. Now, as I said, in majority of the papers, you may find introduction and the background as the same section. You may find as a different section. So depends upon what is the structure of the research paper. And however, when you talk about thesis, PhD thesis, you have different chapters. Okay, you have the background of the study also, you have introduction also. Okay, now let me just clear you out the area, the point of differences between introduction. Basically, introduction give you a complete overview about the study. Okay, however, background of the study tells you the reasoning of the study, like why you are doing it, what is the context of the problem. Introduction may include the background also. Like I said, in many studies, introduction includes background too, and background of the study is a part of introduction. Okay, some journals, they do not require that a manuscript contain introduction as a heading as well as background as another heading. Like I said, if you are considering to send your paper to a particular journal, you may follow a journal submission guidelines that how they want your paper to be. So in that, you may check that whether they want introduction and background as two separate headings, or they want only one heading, or they want two headings together. Okay, now so combination of introduction plus background, it explains the overview of your study, the aim of your study, what is the scope of your study, what has happened in the past, what is going on in current, and what can you expect from this topic. Both these, introduction and background, tells you all this. So all those who are in a process of writing a research paper right now, plus all those who are in a process of writing their thesis, they can refer to this. Okay, so coming back to the background of study, so basically, why you are doing this study, that reasoning, what is the main body of that research investigation, like all those major findings related to the topic, research, major researches which has happened in the past related to the topic, and if any major theory or model has taken place. Okay, that will come into background study. Now, what to include into the as a core element of the background of the study? So when you say a brief discussion on what is known about the topic, that has to be covered, like what is already been known about the topic, about the previous researches, what have they talked about. Okay, then the problem which you would like to address through that topic. Okay, what is the aspect which you want like to highlight through that topic, what the researcher would like to achieve, any particular contribution you are aiming at, any particular theory, any particular gap fulfillment, what you are aiming at, the thesis statement, the main argument of the study, that also coming, the major significance of the study, and if you have the hypothesis of the study, only the glimpse of it, not the complete one, only the glimpse of it. Okay, okay, now we'll be coming to the background of the study, how to write it. Okay, now I think for this I would like to share it with a different way. Yeah, yes, this way we will address, because I would like to give you a step by step procedure of writing the background of the study. So first, it's there is no particularly one style of writing the background of the study. So you can't say that uh, you know you are right or I am wrong, or I am right or you are wrong. No, you can't say that. There's no particular set format. However, you can focus on the core elements to be added. That can be done. There's no particular writing format style of background of the study. Now, first step is begin with an overview of your research topic, just to give an idea about your research topic. In that, what you need to give is give some definition and what are the main developments of the research topic. So, some definitions, add them, and if there is any main development of your research topic. Add that. So in your overview of the research topic, major things will be coming. For example, we have taken example, impact of customer lifestyle impact of customer life segmentation on mobile advertising. So you may begin your background basically wherein you are talking about your keyword, that is lifestyle segmentation. You'll explain what is lifestyle segmentation, you'll talk about its nature, you'll talk about the dynamic term lifestyle segmentation, and so on. And that is like this. And please don't forget to give the citations. So first we explained the lifestyle segmentation, what exactly lifestyle segmentation means. What does it mean? So you may give for from this webinar point of view, I've just given one definition, space and time scarcity, by keeping that in mind. However, when you are writing a research paper or thesis, you may consider giving more as well. Okay, for research paper, you may think to give little less number of definitions. When you're talking about your thesis, more definitions are welcome. Now these definitions here, I would like to add one point, should be chosen on the basis of the variables under consideration in the study. Okay, all right. Now once this concept is explained, then we will talk about the nature and dynamics of lifestyle segmentation. Now, how different authors have talked about the different aspects of lifestyle segmentation. What does lifestyle segmentation includes? What does it mean? What is the nature of lifestyle segmentation, and so on? Okay. Now, the next point when you are writing the background of the study is discuss the problem or the gap of the study. Okay, that how we will do. Research gap is the problem that needs to be addressed, and basically it gives a direction to your research, that why actually you are going to do it. Like we said, no, the significance of our study or what contribution your study will make. So basically here you will highlight that gap, that actually this is the basis for our research, this needs to be addressed. All right. Now take an example that attitude basically are considered to be a very important aspect in individual lifestyle. I'm extending that particular example only, that there are various studies which have discussed about demographic characteristics of individual, gender, education, age, that how they impact the lifestyle segmentation, right? But very limited study have talked about the impact of attitude on same. So here this is my gap. Okay, and in support of this I will give more researches. So background of the study basically illustrates the previous works, okay, the previous studies for which your topic is related. All right. Okay. Now the third section, the C section, that how you're writing your background of the study. State the goal of your study. What is the purpose of your study? What actually researcher aims to determine? What do you want to go for it? So basically here you are willing to understand that what is the impact of lifestyle segmentation, right? You want to understand the impact of attitude on it, because that's the gap you identified, that how an individual's attitude impact its lifestyle segmentation on mobile advertising. This is what you want to determine. This is what the example which we took. But you just can't end your background here. You just can't randomly end your background here. you need to articulate the research statement, right? Now here, what is this? That what is the main argument of your study? Okay, what is the main aspect of your study? Whenever you are talking about the any research point, any research topic, anyone, be it master's level or be it research paper or be it thesis level, you have a main research statement which follows through the entire research. Okay, so you need to restate that argument and you need to highlight the possible contribution of your study, that how your study is going to contribute to the society, to the organizations, to the literature, and so on. Okay, like the example which we took, the researcher argues that there is a need to understand the impact of lifestyle segmentation on mobile advertising, because understanding this impact will enable to detail the role of attitude. So this here we are saying our argument, that here we are saying that there is a very important aspect, there is a very important need to study that how attitude actually impacts the customer lifestyle segmentation on mobile advertising. This is our argument. Okay, and this is our contribution, that once this study is done, we will be able to understand that how attitude can be act as a component with which a better role of consumer lifestyle of better role of attitude can be understood in customer lifestyle segmentation, right? A detailed significance of the study will come in the later section of the chapters or in the latest part of the study. See, even if the screen is not clear, don't worry. Listen to what I'm saying. The slides would be reaching out to you. Don't worry. All right. So, the contribution of the study, the argument of the study takes towards the end of the background. Now, what should be the opening paragraphs of the study? How you should write? How you should start writing? Now, I have done nothing. I've done nothing. It's just that I have put in, I'll start, just a second. I'll share it once again like this. Please make sure that keep a note on these boxes, which I'm showing you. These boxes. Okay? These boxes. This ones. These ones. Now read all this. Nothing new has been added. Nothing new. Okay, no new information I have added. Is just that the previous information which we have discussed, the definitions, the nature and dynamics, the problem gaps, the supporting literature to problem gaps, the goal of the study, the argument of the study, the possible contribution of the study, they've just clubbed it together. Nothing else. Okay, so first, how you are writing the background of the study. First, you are explaining the concept, you are familiarizing your reader, you are familiarizing your audience, whosoever you think that will read the paper. You're familiarizing your paper, your reader, with that point of concern with the help of the related literature. Okay, then you are coming to explain the nature and dynamics of that topic. Then you are talking about the gap which you have identified, the problem which you have identified, then the goal of your study, then the statement of argument, then the possible contribution, and club it together. You'll form the opening paragraphs of the study. And when you move on elaborating the paragraphs, you may simply move on to the what do you say, main researches, main theories, main models. Like I said, like I discussed, what happened in the past related to the topic, how your topic is important, how your topic is going through the present, what is the status of that present, topic related to that. Okay, now, okay, now let's have this, the next section, that is the body of the background. Now, how you are going to formulate the main section of the background of the study, that is the main body. So any statement which we say, any statement which we are saying in the research remains assumptions if we are not having enough proof, either the logical statements, logical analysis, or if we have proper literature review with us. Okay, so you prove your research statements or whatever you say, either with the help of analysis which you yourself do, or with the literature review which you do. Okay, so how we are going to formulate the main body of the background of the study. Now here you are just discussing more about the how attitude plays a very important role. In relation to that, this is what you have written. In relation to that, you will find out certain studies. Okay, you will find out more study. Okay, that how with the initial knowledge of researcher, we conducted initial interviews, and with some of the customers, the researcher learned that only few customers have positive attitude towards online advertisement. So with all this, you need to have proper referencing, proper literature. Okay, all right. Now again, nothing, we have not done anything. It's just that we put all these three boxes together. That's it, nothing else. Okay, the next section comes out to be your conclusion of the background of the study. Now we have done the opening paragraph, we have done the main body, we have done now on the we are now on the conclusion of the background of the study. In this, what you have to do is simply just rephrase the research gap and main goal. That's it. Just the research gap which you had and the main goal of the study, just rephrase them. Okay, how? Now given the above discussion, it is evident whatever discussion we have done so far, I'm talking about that example only. Customer lifestyle has a significant impact on purchasing behavior. We are not doing anything else, we are not doing anything new, we are just restating the research gap. Okay, so finally, you can combine the various structural contents. Various structural contents means, I'll take you back again, which we had this, the opening paragraph, then the main body, and then the conclusion. So when you club all this together, again I'm showing. This is your opening paragraph which we learned, then your main body of background of the study, and then your conclusion. With this, when you club all these together, your background of the study is ready. Okay, all right, so that was from our side, and now we can have the question and answers. Can we have all the questions from your side? We are open for the question and answers now. Please, I request you all to be a very participative audience, and so that we can have more and more queries, and so that we can have more and more questions. Please feel free. Please, guys, I'm open you for your questions. Is there any questions you have? Okay. Any HR topic for master projects? See, I can tell you there are many. However, I need to know the specialization. On the basis of that only the the topics can be suggested. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Seema. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Please, float in your questions also. Okay, what should be the length of the background of the study? See, generally, every university tells you the overall length of your PhD thesis. Okay, so what do you say that it is? It is a, if it's according to the structure of the university, if your thesis need to have a separate chapter of background, then you may go for. I'm so saying only for the thesis, you may go for 6 to 7 pages. If it's included with the introduction, then of a thesis of, let's say, 150 or 60 pages, then 10 pages can be dedicated to it. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please float in your questions. I'll be very happy and I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you so much. Thank you. Anything related to your title, your topic, anyone who is struggling with finalizing one. ICTs as a tool for bridging digital divide. How should I include in the background? See, you need to first discuss about the concept of ICTs. You know, what is the concept about it, and how ICTs is being used as a various measures of tools in different aspects, and then you come over to the topic of concern which you have. And then see, this is basically, this is more of a topic which is prevalent today, right? So here you may not get very previous literature, so whatever you are getting, it will be more of today's information. Okay, so you may tell that why including ICT as a tool is important, what is happening in current facade of ICT, how ICT can actually is helping to act as a bridging tool, and how writing this what do you say, writing on this topic can actually contribute towards organizational viability and so on. Okay, do I need to have all the papers before writing? I did not get your question, Divya. If you can elaborate which all papers you have to, you are talking about. Please demonstrate the paraphrasing for avoiding. Yes, we will plan a future webinar for wherein we will be talking about plagiarism. We will be taking care of it. Science research paper, how to write is depending upon what kind of topic you have in hand, what kind of concerns you have in hand. Basically, when you are writing about anything which is scientific in nature, so that the research paper are more of experimental in nature. Okay, so therein, is it an engineering research paper, or a medicinal research paper, or a biotech research paper, that you'll have to elaborate. Definitely, we will conduct a webinar on plagiarism. In fact, we have done it in the past also, but we'll make sure that we'll do it in again as well. We'll plan that how soon we can arrange one webinar or plan one webinar on this plagiarism. Yes. Now, Divya, I'm waiting for your question that do I need to have all the papers before writing? I'm assuming that you are talking about research papers. See, literature review, when you talk about, is something which allows you to get hold of the maximum information, right? So, when you are about to set to write your research paper, it is always advisable to, yes, to have not, if not all the papers, maximum of the paper, if I am understanding your question right. Okay. Yes, Miss Seema, can you share some recent topic related to economics for PhD thesis? See, for sure, if see, micro and macroeconomics is a very much already dwell deep about. See, after COVID, basically the world is divided into pre-COVID and post-COVID, so you can understand the economical side of the countries, how COVID has impacted the economical side of the countries. You can choose one particular country, and how the over dependence on one particular resource has diminished the economy of one particular, or of countries. There are many examples, I would not like to name those countries. So you can see that aspect also. Definitely how the demand and supply aspect has also been changed, like the luxury goods and the necessity goods, how the dynamics between those goods after the COVID has changed, and how the demand and supply of these goods has been influenced. You can talk about them. So, Tokir biosciences paper, see, basically you need to talk about the, again, same thing. You need to first talk about what topic you want to write on, what topic, what problem you want to explain, and then you need to move on. How many pages it should be? Ms. Seema, when you talk about thesis, every university has its own requirement. Generally, a PhD thesis ranges anywhere between 150 to 200. Okay. What is the first difference between a master title and a PhD title? See, PhD title are slightly more specific. When you say they are slightly more specific than the master title. In PhD title, you become more specific to your area of research. Okay, wherein in master's level, you may not go that much of specificism. May not go that much specific when you're talking about master level thesis. You may not go to study a particular countries or particular organization. You may not. That's a basic difference. In writing background, can I start with dependent and independent variable? I would say that uh, you may talk about in the main body. You may explain it. Yes. See, Toki, title is that name which we give to our study. Topic is the wider domain. Like, you want to understand the plant and their biological health. You want to understand some particular particular field of biosciences. So that is your topic. The particular name which you give to your study is title. Okay. Joshi, related to plagiarism. Again, it depends. If you are submitting a paper in any particular journal, they will tell you how much plagiarism they accept. If you are submitting your thesis, your university will tell you how much plagiarism is accepted. Generally 10%, 7% is very high. So 5 to 10%, 7%, is acceptable range. However, I still can't be sure that what is the exact percentage, because everywhere the percentage is different. Okay. Everywhere you have different percentage of plagiarism which can be accepted. Okay. So, what is an ideal sample size for doctoral study? Again, Mr. Kuljit, depends upon what kind of study you have. If you are doing a qualitative study and you need to conduct the interviews, you may choose a small sample size. If you are doing a quantitative study and your sample, you need to collect the quantitative data, your sample size needs to be large. So, your sample size depends upon your nature of the study. How to elaborate review of literature? Review of literature, elaborate, do a lot of review of literature. That's it. That's the only answer. Read, 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 and read. Kindly suggest the number of literature review to be included in thesis. Which level? If I'm saying PhD thesis, there can be many. There can be many. Related to topic, if I say that no, okay, finding 100 would be okay. Not necessarily that. I would not be able to say that, because it depends upon what kind of topic you have in your hand. Maybe you do not have that enough literature related to that topic. Okay. Yes, Mr. Makbul, you will have all the recordings in your registered email ID. Tokir, I described about science paper. Okay. Can get one-to-one interaction with experts. Yes, sure, you can reach out research graduate, and on the mentioned email ID and the WhatsApp number, so you can schedule according to your this thing, whatever you wish to discuss with the experts. Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm hopeful that everybody will take advantage of these webinars. You have any questions? Please feel free. How to buy plagiarism check tool? There are Mr. Kulji, there are a couple of plagiarism checkers which are free. So I would say don't buy them. Go for the free ones. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. See, why to go for plagiarism? No, avoid plagiarism. Go for referencing. Do paraphrasing. Why to fall into the trap of paraphrasing? Oh, plagiarism. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it. Avoid it as much as you can. Okay, avoid it as much as you can. Please, guys, make the best of this webinar. Please, if you have any questions, please make sure that you throw these questions, you ask those questions. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. John. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I would also say, I should also say wow if I'll get more and more question. Okay, I have a question from Dr. Surendra. Can we use the same methodology for writing a review article? Same methodology for writing a review article as what? Like what we did in Background or what? Because when we are writing a review article, methodology is something which is which is different, which is like systematic literature review, like you do that ways. There are many plagiarism check tools which are available. There are many online tools. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was pleasure was all mine as well. I'm from functional experience, not moved in academic circles. Recently attended a PhD interview where they sit to meet with. Don't worry, Mr. Makbul. Basically, whenever you attend a PhD interview, they want you to go for a systematic manner, and that how you are going to approach a topic, what kind of study you will do, what kind of uh, process you will follow. They ask it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Introduction literature review. Yes, Miss Pooja, please ask your question. आप अपना question लिख दें, Miss Pooja. What will happen if one's title of thesis is similar to another one? Is that coming under plagiarism? Yes, if it is completely similar to some other, if it's completely similar to some other thesis, yes. It should not be completely similar. Miss Pooja, आपको अपना question, if you don't mind, can you write it again, please? थोड़ा elaborate करके. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sakina. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Kuljit, when it comes to synopsis defense, first of all, just nice. While you are defending, I'm assuming that you have prepared your synopsis, okay? So when you are defending your synopsis, please make sure you have a thorough information about your methodology, how you are going to conduct your methodology, because when you are defending your synopsis, reviewer or the examiner is mainly concerned about how you are going to take care of your methodology. Okay, that people do not take much, that at that point in time in defense nobody will ask much questions about literature, but they can ask you about questions about methodology. Yes, they will ask you about that. If I want to develop a topic with expert help from you, you need to get in touch, Mr. Makbul. For this related things, you may get in touch with our team. uh, Introduction and thesis, same way you may follow as I told you in the before the background. There's one slide in aim, scope, everything you can relate in that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Thomas, you can go for Grammarly. They go for free plagiarism check. Kindly suggest. See, there is no any latest style of presenting literature review. You may go for chronological order of your uh, references which you choose. which I generally follow in my research is I go for the variable, how I'm going to present and discuss my variable. So I go with the variable and their associations. I go according to that. Okay. So there is no any particular one, but the most safest one to go with is the according to the variable you choose in the study. So choose on the basis of that literature and align according to the variable you choose in that. Okay. Sakina, you can contact on the research graduates team email ID. You can approach on that. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. If you have anyone has having a question, please feel free to tell me. I hope I have not missed any question. No, far, no, so far so good. Okay, please, guys, if you have any questions, feel free. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for attending, all of you. Thank you for finding it a fruitful one. If you have any one of you have any doubt, any confusion, any point wherein you are stuck, you're not able to get out of that concern or problem, feel free to reach us out on the mentioned details of webinars, research graduates websites, or the WhatsApp or the email ID. Okay. Yeah, please don't worry, Mr. Makbul. Actually, you'll get all the details from a research graduate. Don't worry. Yeah, sure. We'll do that. We'll do that, Mr. Kuljeet. We'll do that. Or what if somebody main lecture on an issue cited example and I use it as topic of thesis? No, basically. See, anything which you are using in your thesis has to be a relevant one with the proper logic and proof. Thank you so much. Thank you. From where that lecturer has taken that example from, run just on the basis of that lecture, you can't take it as a topic. Okay, you need to do it proper thorough analysis for that. Yes, similar programs would be keep arranging, don't worry. And you'll be keep posted on the program. I think every alternate week we conduct some or the other webinars, and for the same we keep floating the emails a week before. Okay, so you'll all will be getting notified about what when our next webinar is. Okay, thank you so much for attending, everyone, and I look forward to have all of you in the next webinar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will appreciate if you can tell your friends also, so that they can also get benefited with such information. And also, not information, if you have something to share, please bring in. Let's make it as a collaborative platform for sharing information and knowledge. Okay. All right. So if anybody of you would like to have any research assistance, please you can reach us out on the details which I shared with you, and the recordings, the certificates, the slides would be in your email the moment the after this webinar is over. Everything will be provided to you with your registered email. All right. So with this note, I end this webinar and take a bye from all of you, and we will see in the next webinar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.